Hello everybody and welcome to my quick look at Banished. Banished is an indie simulation management strategy survival city builder game. It was released on the 18th of February 2014 and is currently priced at £14.99, which is $19.99 on the Steam store page. It was developed and published by Shining Rock Software LLC. Now, before I start, I just wanted to say that this game is made by one guy. Just the one guy. He did all the coding, all the artwork, all the audio, and even the sales part of the game. That is an amazing accomplishment for one person, so I want to say congrats to him. I doubt he'll watch this video, but yeah, congrats to him. Secondly, I have over 100 hours in this game, and there's so much I could tell you, but I just don't have enough time. So look out for a future Let's Play of Banished. If you want to see one, leave a comment as well. But I will be revealing all my knowledge in that. But for now, here's all the most important stuff you need to know about the game. So what is this game about? You have a group of exiled travellers who decide to restart their lives in a new land. They have only the clothes on their backs, a cart filled with supplies from their homeland, and you to help them guide them along the way. The townspeople of Banished are your primary resource. They are born, they grow older, they work, they have children of their own, and eventually die. Keeping them healthy, happy, and well fed is an essential to making your town grow. How does the game run? The game runs great. I've had no issues with it lagging or crashing or anything like that. It looks really nice too. I have these settings on Ultra, and you can certainly see that it looks really good. Most people should be able to play this with no problems. Here are the game's sort of minimum and recommended specs for you guys on screen now, so take a look, and yeah, it does. It runs fine and it looks great. Game mechanics. Every world in Banished is procedurally generated. Each world has a unique seed, which as far as I'm aware, you can give it to your friend and they should have the same world as you. Unfortunately, Banished is not a multiplayer game, and according to the developer, the game wasn't created with multiplayer in mind, and for now there isn't any chance of it being added. There is a tutorial for this game, which by the way, it is highly recommended you do. It's not a massive tutorial, it only has 4 sections which teach you about the most important aspects of the game. The game has so much you need to do from the start that if you don't, your people will die, either from freezing to death or starving to death. You might want to trust me on that one and take a look at the tutorial. Okay, so depending on the difficulty you chose when the game begins, you start with different things. On easy, you start with 6 families, with 6 homes already built, a herd of livestock, a mostly full barn, and a well-stocked stockpile, as well as seeds for both your farms and your orchards. A medium game begins with 5 families, an already built storage barn that's mostly filled, and a stockpile with plenty of building materials, and seeds for farms and your orchards. Now, hard, you only start with 4 families, and only a small cart which only includes a small amount of food, tools and clothing, and you don't get any seeds for farming, and you don't start with any building materials at all. It's up to you to live off the land until you can get to a trading post. As well as choosing the difficulty, you can select the size of your terrain, and if you want to be in a valley or surrounded by mountains. You can also choose to have the weather on mild, fair or harsh, and you can also turn on or off the disasters. The disasters can vary in size and can include tornadoes, which can destroy your buildings, and by the way, if your people are in them buildings at the time, you better say goodbye to them, because they ain't going to be there afterwards. Neither will the building. Or it could just be an infestation in your crops, which will kill off all your crops and spread from one sort of farmland to another. So try and spread them out if you can. Or it could just be an outbreak of mumps, which if you don't have a hospital or a physician, it will spread and your people will die. One of the main things to know about this game is it's not just a case of building houses and your population will grow. You need families to live in them for it not to be a waste of materials for one, but But in order for you to grow your community, you need to make sure you have plenty of food and keeping the citizens happy and healthy. Unhappy or poorly residents won't have children, so your population won't grow. The health and happiness is indicated by the hearts and the stars found on the town's overall information tab. When your residents have children, they are uneducated, and you need to build a school and set someone to be a teacher. And once they're old enough, they will become students. Educated citizens will work quicker and more efficiently. However, if you're in real dire need of workers, you can either turn off the school or remove the teacher, and the students will automatically become workers. There is a trading system in place which is quite impressive. Although there's no currency in the game, you can trade anything you have produced and any materials that you have farmed. In order to do any trading at all, you need to build a trading post, and you will need to make sure you have a trader active. And you need to also decide what it is you're willing to sell. You will then be notified when a trader, or merchant as they're called in the game, arrives. Just be aware though, when you buy from a trader, there is always a risk that whatever you've bought might bring illnesses to your people. Another factor is that you can only get more variety of crops from traders, and it is also the only chance to get livestock. So it's up to you to take that risk. Once you've built a town hall, you can start accepting nomads. Nomads can randomly appear and will ask to join your town. Allowing them in will provide you with instant access to workers. However, if they have a disease, you're also allowing that into your town too. Also be aware that nomads will always be uneducated, but they can also be a blessing in disguise. One of the mechanics of this game that really impresses me is that if you farm in one spot for too long, it will ruin the soil, or taking the fish or hunting game faster than they can reproduce will lead to their extinction. I find that absolutely amazing. There are so many mechanics in this game that I can't even talk about them all because I don't fully understand some of them, even after all the time I've spent on this game. The developer of this game has really spent a lot of time moulding and caring for this game to make it as perfect as he can, and I think he's done a pretty darn good job. Replay value. There is a high replay value with this game. With the different settings you can choose to the achievements you can get, it's possible to get many hours of fun out of this game. There is also plenty of mods available on the Steam Workshop to keep things interesting for you. How good is the game? This game is great. I'm just going to come out and say it's great. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it is pretty darn close. Put it this way, I love it, my mum loves it, and to be honest, I'm pretty sure you'll love it too. If you like these sort of games, it's going to be right up your street. Is it worth the current asking price? I got Banished a few years ago now, and I got it on an amazing deal. It was £5 when I got it, and it regularly goes on offer, so keep your eye out. But to be honest, I'd be more than happy if I paid £15 for it. If you don't want to pay full price, go and visit isthereanydeal.com and see if you can get a discount, but I think it is more than worth the asking price. If you're interested in purchasing this game, guys, there's a link in the description below to the store page. Go check it out. But that is the end of today's quick look. I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. They all help me out a bunch, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.